Lots of people love Disney movies, but what if those movies were drastically different than what we ended up having? That happened in several of the cases, and we're gonna talk about certain Disney movie story choices that almost happened, and thankfully they did not. I'm a big Disney fan personally. I usually watch them as they come out. There are a couple I haven't seen, like after the Golden Age, I stopped for a little bit. Like with, what is it, Chicken Little? Meet the Robertsons. Yeah, that's Disney.
Oh.
Home on the Range, the story of a bunch of cows. But we are gonna talk about some movies that are solidly in the golden era of Disney. Starting with one, which I think is the craziest one. So The Emperor's New Groove is a comedy, but originally this movie started off as something entirely different, and it was called Kingdom of the Sun. It was going to be this sweeping tale of pretty much The Prince and the Pauper, but set in times of the Inca and in the place of there as well. But after Pocahontas and the Hunchback of Notre Dame underperformed, they decided to change it entirely. But here's the problem. They had Sting do all of the songs for this movie when it was a sweeping tale of drama and importance. And so Sting actually made a documentary about all of the problems he had with this, and it was called The Sweatbox, if you want to check it out. It includes all of the cut songs. Two of the songs that he made actually did make it to the movie. So, but overall, Sting was pissed about how this turned out.
Yeah, unfortunate for him, but what a great movie that turned
It would have
out to
been
be.
different.
Yeah.
They wanted the main characters to be voiced by Owen Wilson and Laura Prepon, who you may know from Orange is the New Black and that 70s show, and Owen Wilson, famously known as Lightning McQueen, a Pixar story. So, Cars. And it turned out completely different, like the whole plot about him switching with a poor person. Pacha was changed entirely. Pacha didn't have that family. I think Eartha Kitt was still in it, but she played a slightly different role, kind of a more serious Disney villain, maybe along the lines of Scar or Dr. Facilier. And here she's more of first of all, she does a great job at this, but it's very different than how it turned out. And there are pictures, concept art that looks drastically different than what we ended up with. So I don't know. I kind of want to see the Kingdom of the Sun version of this, the sweeping epic.
Yeah, it's always fascinating when you dig into behind the scenes on movies and the development of not just Disney movies, but any movies. And it's always interesting to me to kind of see where they start. I think almost all movies go through a kind of evolution in the development process to kind of flush out the best ideas. And sometimes it means taking a completely different path.
Yeah.
And in this case, what a great path it took.
Well,
it's a really good movie.
They almost ruined, well, maybe this is for you to judge, one of Disney's greatest movies, which is The Lion King. So I think many people can agree this is one of the best things Disney's ever made. And originally, it looked more like more than a passing resemblance to an animated National Geographic special, according to one Disney executive. And that was in the DVD commentary. The animators wanted, at the time, said it was going to be a battle between lions and baboons. And Scar would have been a baboon and not, an evil lion. And Rafiki was set to be a cheetah. I don't think he sounds like a cheetah in my head. And it went through many different titles, some of which included the King of the Kalahari, King of the Beasts, and King of the Jungle. Eventually decided on just doing Hamlet on the Savannah, kinda, sorta. And I'm glad they did. I do not want to watch a bunch of baboons and cheetahs fight each other. I want this tale of revenge and rising to the occasion and becoming a man, but also a lion.
It's definitely a more involved story. It sounds like there's only, I don't know. I guess if you get a good writer, you can make anything into something good, but that doesn't sound good on the outset.
Yeah, I don't know.
Battle between lions and baboons.
It's also like we love the way it turned out so much. I mean, it's a wonderful movie. It's definitely one of Disney's best, in my opinion. For Pocahontas, There was a character, an entirely different character that was removed completely. It was a turkey named Red Feather, and this character would have talked and been voiced by John Candy. However, after Candy died in 1994, the character was eliminated, and the story itself was changed because originally her friends Miko and Flit, the raccoon and hummingbird, were also supposed to talk. Instead, they became mute characters, and the voice and style of the movie went along with that, I guess. So I guess it could have been more of a funny, like madcap kind of story with talking animals, but instead it was more like based in reality.
It's so hard to picture that.
Yeah.
I guess with all of these, it's hard to picture a different movie than what was actually done.
Like a silly turkey?
Yeah.
Like cracking jokes and wise, like a Big Iago kind of, like from Aladdin.
or was the chicken in Moana?
Yeah, the chicken didn't talk though.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, hey.
Yeah.
It just made
I love
noises.
that chicken.
I mean, we do need a funny character in a lot of these stories, and it could have gone the talking animal route. Maybe, maybe in the spirit of Iago. That's the only other talking bird I can think of. I don't consider Mushu that way because he's a dragon, which is more mythological than a real animal. And there's one last one. So you may remember Aladdin, of course. We've talked before about the cut song that Jasmine had, where she was like, I love money, I'm spoiled, I'm the worst. And they changed it so that people would like Jasmine, actually. But there were some other changes made as well. For one, Aladdin originally was not one of the many maternal orphans of Disney. He had a mother going into this, and I guess the absent father, but his father came back in the sequel as the King of Thieves. But this is working off the point right now of the beginning. He maybe wasn't an orphan, but they decided at the time, actually Jeffrey Katzenberg decided at the time, 86 the mother, the mom's a 0. That's how I think businessmen talk, but that is a quote. And at the time, Agrabah didn't exist. It was originally going to be set in Baghdad, but then the Gulf War happened and they had to make up a fictional country.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting when current events or a current event at that time changed the entire story. I mean, if the movie had come out.
I mean, all of these, they have like some kind of event on the outside changing them. Mm-hmm. Like Emperor's New Groove changed because of movies not doing well. Pocahontas changed because a cast member died. Aladdin changed because of a war. I mean, I think The Lion King is the one that doesn't fit in that, but it seems like they have to adapt around a lot of different events.
Yeah, they dodged a bullet on that, the Baghdad one, if they didn't want Baghdad, because I mean, timing-wise, they could have finished.
It would have been the butt of so many jokes after that. Yeah, but I guess that's why you have to argue that Aladdin and Jasmine are Middle Eastern, which they did in the recent casting notice for the live-action Aladdin. They're intended to be from Baghdad, I suppose. And there's many other hidden gems in Disney I would like to talk about eventually, but these are some of my favorites today. Audience, what is your favorite Disney trivia tidbit? Please let me know. I want to learn them, and please like and subscribe for more.